I've been manager here for just about 30 years, coming up on 30 years this fall. And I'm a certified nutritionist and have a pretty wide range of experience talking to people about a lot of different problems over the years and helping people, which is what our goal here is to do. We're not about just selling products and doing things like that. Our goal is really to help people to get better and to find solutions to health problems that they've got. And I think we do that fairly well. We have a very good following, loyal following. Remacid is very effective at helping people get off the acid blocking drugs, the proton pump inhibitors, those kinds of things. The drugs are not at all solving the situation. They are temporarily addressing or covering the symptoms so that you don't know that you have a problem. They're reducing acid so much in the stomach that even if you were to have the most terrible reflux in the world, there's no acid to reflux, so you wouldn't know it. But that's not a normal situation in the stomach. The stomach is supposed to be strongly acidic. For anybody who knows about the pH scale, it's a pH of 2 or below. Very strong acid. Your stomach has protective barriers so that acid doesn't eat through the stomach. Your esophagus doesn't, which is why acid doesn't belong in your esophagus. And the reality is, a person who's taking the PPI drugs or the H2 antagonists, the blockers, that kind of stuff, they end up not digesting their food very well because you have to have acid to digest food. So now they start getting yeast overgrowth, which is a common side effect. They get food allergies, leaky gut syndrome, all kinds of problems resulting from too little stomach acid, and also gallbladder problems. Because gallbladder problems tie into this also, because the gallbladder and the pancreas secrete their things in their juices in response to acid coming from the stomach. Strong acid coming from the stomach means a strong alkaline response from those two organs, specifically the gallbladder. And the stuff that makes it alkaline is sodium bicarbonate in the gallbladder, baking soda. And that's what alkalinizes the food coming out of the stomach. If a person's taking an acid blocker, or if they're just not producing enough stomach acid generally, which is also common as a result of the stress response, the stuff coming out of the stomach is very weakly acid, so the stuff coming from the gallbladder is very weakly alkaline. And it means it doesn't have very much sodium in it, which means your body says, well, we don't need all this sodium in the bile. Let's take some sodium out of the bile because we'll use it for something else, because it's actually kind of scarce the way it's used. And with the sodium goes water, and so the bile thickens, and then the person says, well, I have gallbladder problems. But they don't have really gallbladder problems. It's not like you went for 20 years of your life and then your gallbladder became a terrorist and attacked you. You know, you have gallbladder problems because it's not getting what it needs. And that all goes back to the stomach acid problem. So people who are on the medications to block stomach acid are setting up all kinds of problems down the road. They're being told that acid is the enemy, that you have to do everything you do to get rid of acid because the stomach has all this acid and it's excess acid and it's a problem. And the TV commercials reinforce this, and that's what everybody believes. So they're trying to do what their doctor says, and they're trying to just mop up all this so-called excess acid. People who are on those drugs are not going to get better. Their stomach problems are not going to go away. They're just living on borrowed time. So if a person's on a medication, and this happens a lot in our store, and they're like, I'm taking this drug, but it really doesn't, it's causing problems, I don't really feel very good, I want to get off it, so on and so on. And they start using Remacid, they actually, on their own, they volunteer to do this on their own, it's not like we tell them to do this. They will stop taking their drug, and they'll start on the Remacid, usually like 4 tablets a day for the first week, like 1 after each meal, 1 at bedtime. The best way to do it is to dissolve it in the mouth, under the tongue, or in the tongue, because you get the immediate taste of it, which starts everything going. You do that for a week, then you go the second week down to maybe 3, third week down to 2, fourth week down to 1, and then you kind of go off it and just use it occasionally. So it's very effective at people who want to stop using medication. It's effective at helping them do that and actually regain the function of their stomach, which it does very well. Remacid is a unique product. It's unlike other products, which I guess is what makes it unique, but it's unlike other products. The other things are specific digestive enzymes, hydrochloric acid, probiotics, fiber. Those things are all helpful in their own way, but there is not anything like Remacid. It's a concentrate of this Asian apricot, and it's so highly concentrated and it's such a clean product, and it works so well. There's just not another product that's like it.